Greetings and welcome to the DugoutCoach.com baseball and softball lineup and stat program. I built this program several years ago to assist me in my coaching duties of a youth baseball team. My overall goal as a coach was not all about the wins and losses, but about helping my players to make their high school baseball program. I can say that 100% of my players made their high school team, due in great part to this program. Let's jump into the DugoutCoach.com lineup program. This program runs in Microsoft Excel. As with any lineup and stat program, there is some data entry involved. First tab is the Directions tab. This tab helps you run the program. All the yellow tabs require data entry, some minimal data entry, while others, like the Roster tab, requires a little bit more data entry. The red tab is your Coach's Lineup tab. You only complete the yellow highlighted cells, your batting order, and your defensive positions for each inning. The Manager's Report tab. You simply type in the game number you're getting ready to play and print. All the green tabs are print tabs only. You click on them and print. There's no data entry required. Now let's jump into your Roster tab. I pre-filled the roster for you as an example. There's a lot of information in this report. The more information you can enter on this report, the better informed you will be on game day. Also, you only type in yellow highlighted cells. This program is set to not let you type in any other cell. You'll start with the roster name. I like to use the full name, as this program is also set to auto-finish for you when you're doing your lineup. You're going to enter your jersey numbers, address, home phone, player's mobile if they're older and they have one, parents' mobile phones. There's also a spot for email addresses. I got parents' names because I always forget them, and their best 4 positions, starting with their best position on down. Also have their school, their grade, their date of birth, and their previous team. And there's also a spot for your coach's contact information as well. Once you're done with your roster, you'll jump into your Schedule tab. Again, you're only going to work in the yellow highlighted cells. Start by entering the date of your first game, the time, field, team number if you have one. This is optional. Your home team you're going to list first, and the visiting team you'll list second. You notice where the Cardinals, I also have the scores put in for each game, and it automatically tells me up here what my record is. Say Cardinals versus the Wranglers. Cardinals win 7-3, and it tells me we're 3-0. Once you're done with your schedule, all the way to your last game, you have a Conflicts tab as well. I built the Conflicts tab to help me with my lineup, because there's several times that I've received emails that I forgot that a player was going to be absent. For example, let's say Sean's mom calls me and says that on March 18th he has a school function and will not be at the game. I'm simply going to go to that date and player and type in out, and that's it. I only do this when a player or parent informs me of a game they're missing, and I just go to that date and type in whether they're going to be late or absent, or if they're sick, whatever you want to type in. Your game stats page. This is your post-game stats. You'll enter your batting stats from the previous game, and you're going to enter your pitching stats. You also can do inning running total by inning if you'd like. Again, you're only going to work in the cells highlighted in yellow. Once you're done with game 1, you go to game 2 by scrolling down, game 3 by scrolling down, so on and so forth. Your Coach's Lineup tab. This is where you enter your batting order and your defensive positions per inning. Start with the first inning all the way down. I'm going to list each player. I'm going to do that for all 7 innings. Also included is a run spread inning. I use this if a game is out of reach. That way I can put players in different positions they do not usually play. I do not share this with the players. I do not share this with the assistant coaches. I do not even share it with the parents. This is just on my report and for me alone. Also, on this page, you have these X's. The X's mean that the player is in for that inning. Notice how I have all X's. That means my lineup is good. But say I actually entered somebody twice. I had Hank at pitcher and catcher in the first inning. It tells you right here that Hank is in there multiple times because it's blank. And Kevin is not in there at all because there's a 0. Well, I simply go to that inning, find that player, and I change it. And notice how it auto finishes for me too. And my lineup's good. Also on this report, you have how many innings are scheduled on the bench, and their conflicts. If you remember, Sean has a school function on March 18th, Game 2. It automatically puts that in there before I start my lineup, so I'll know to put Sean on the bench for the entire game. Also on this page is a total of each player and how many innings they've played at each position throughout the entire season. It also breaks it down to how many total innings on the infield and how many total innings they've played throughout the season in the outfield. Their top 4 positions and their best position with pitchers being highlighted. Their batting stats, followed by how many innings they're on the bench, how many innings are scheduled in the field through 7 innings, and how many they're scheduled in the field in the first through 3rd inning. Some leagues require that. You'll fill in Game 1, you scroll down, you're going to do Game 2's report when you're ready, so on and so forth. I fill these out usually the day before the game. Your next report is your manager's report. This is a print report. You simply type in the game number and you print it. You're ready to go. This is the report I use for myself. I only print out one of these. It has the batting order, where they're playing each inning, their conflicts, again their total innings on the bench, their total innings played throughout the season at each position. You do not have to do anything here. This program calculates this for you. Total innings, it breaks it out to total innings on the bench, total innings in the outfield and infield, and total innings in the outfield. There's your offensive stats, innings in the field. You also have your contacts, phone numbers, everything you need to know. If a player's late, you can call them. Their positions with pitchers being highlighted and their pitching stats. Also, this is a data entry field as well, but it is not required. This is simply for your coaching notes. Say you see something in Billy, he's overstriding at the plate. You write this in on your sheet as you're coaching, and you can add it to this program anytime you'd like. And this is for you to, you need to go spend some time with Billy on his overstriding at the plate. Also, you have your assistant coach's contact information and your next 3 games. Again, all you do is type in your game number and print. The rest of the tabs are all print-only tabs. Your coach's report. I print these out for each one of my coaches. It has the stats, their starting position, their how many innings are on the bench, their pitching stats, contact information, their positions, their best positions, conflicts, and it tells you where each kid is playing every inning, 1st through 7th. There's also a spot down here for coaches to write information in if they wish. I print this out for each coach. The dugout report, which is also the fence report, I call it, is the one I print out for the players. I print one of these out and I hang it on the fence. It has where they're playing each inning so the kids are informed and they're ready to go. It also has the batting order and their next 3 games. The lineup report, I print one of these out also and I tear it. I have one for our dugout, one for my scorekeeper, one for the opposing coach's dugout, and one for his scorekeeper. This is automatically done. You just click on it and print. Also included is a pitch count. You print this out, you hand it to somebody, and each time a pitch is thrown, they cross out the number. Some people will write a B for a ball. Next pitch, they write S for a strike, so on and so forth, until you take them out of the game. Then I have a roster report you can print out and share with your families, and your stat report if you wish to print. Also included in this program is a scorebook. I know most people own scorebooks and they're fairly reasonably priced, but I've added this in for free. You simply print this and you can use this instead of a scorebook if you wish. This report requires just one cell of data entry. I list H for us, so when I'm ready I'll type in the H and I'll print it. That's for our team. Now I'm going to type in the V for the opposing team, and that's blank, so the scorekeeper can write their names in, and you print that out. Also included in this is an expense report. You simply again type in only the yellow fields. You type in the expense, date, the description, the amount, and it automatically calculates how many players on your team and divides the total to tell you how much each player owes. That, in a nutshell, is the DugoutCoach.com lineup program. I hope you enjoy this program as much as I have over the years, and good luck in your upcoming season. Thanks, and have a great day.